Cinderin. And it goes, man, we are already getting ourselves here into the draft. Game number one. You gotta say, DK looked insanely strong. They're playing very, very well. IG, they were having some troubles as well, but whatever they did in between game one and game two, they seem to get themselves a lot more settled. They played a very, very good game last game, and now game three is the money game, man. You win, you move through, you get yourself maybe a chance at that $1 million.
Yeah, now it's all or nothing for both teams. I mean, like you say, now we're at a best of one situation, you could say, because this last game is the deciding one. It is DK versus IG. IG on the Radiant side this time around with the first pick, and we see some highly unusual drafting here actually coming out. IG as first pick has banned out Lycan and Naga Siren.
And they're going to let Darkseer through.
And they banned Anti-Mage as well. They feel like, okay, this is DK's big hero. Now they had their Morphling that Burning has been massively famous for, and it just didn't work for them, so let's maybe let them have it again. And Burning from DK sitting on the drafting spot for them, immediately removing the Broodmother as always against IG. Nature's Prophet as well as Rubik, and like you say, Darkseer goes through. Is this a bait from DK? Do they want IG to take it? They just banned the Rubik, which is arguably a really good hero to have against Darkseer, because you can steal that wall, you can steal that Vac, but they just banned it themselves now. And
they're waiting for Faith to take Morph. They're waiting for it.
I think IG are just sitting here thinking right now, why do they want us to have Darkseer? What can we combo with it? What is left? What's the plan? Because this is not something that happened in the last two games. Darkseer was out, and they still end up getting it.
They're going to take it.
It is Darkseer first pick for IG, and I'm expecting two fast picks for DK now, because they must have known what they went into here. They know IG love their Darkseer on YYF.
Do we just go back to the normal Morphling Chen for DK? Is that all they really wanted to secure for themselves?
Well, they had it in the last game, and it didn't work out that well for them. So I think IG are okay with that. They saw that it can be brought down, and like what they did last game is still available to IG. There is still the lone druid that they were playing. There is still the supports that they had, and whether DK want to try the same once more, I'm not sure. I think we're going to see something different coming out from them. Invoker first pick for DK and lone druid. So flipping it around now, IG. I think that Invoker pick was really important. Giving Invoker with Darkseer is always very, very dangerous.
You just get that huge-ass combo to drop down top of them, but IG now, they can now look at their own jungle as well, be able to pick up the Enigma to combine with that Darkseer to make for the biggest combo of all.
That would be a Na'Vi pick.
Yeah.
For sure.
I love how it's now called the Na'Vi pick. As long as Land of Heaven has a BKB, then he's the counter to Naga Siren. Isn't that the way we go now?
Well, it's actually like the most stereotypical thing for Na'Vi to do is get Darkseer Enigma and go into the Rush Pit and make, come on, fight us. We want you to. You can have Naga Siren, you can have Darkseer.
And they take Tide,
you can have Naga
and
Siren
TA. So they're not going to let Ferrari's TA get banned in the 4th and 5th position.
This time they get it. And they get the Tide Hunter, so Vacuum into Ravage, very classic, powerful combo as well. And we'll see DK probably picking up a couple of BKBs to deal with this.
Because you can have Vac, Ravage, not to mention also the Anchor Smash too. DK will do almost no damage whatsoever after that happens. And IG, they're going to do all the damage in the world. We already know what Ferrari is capable of doing on his Templar Assassin. It's murder, basically. It's full-on murder everywhere on the map. And he won't just, he'll start in the mid, but he'll rotate out. And that's the best thing you can have when you got an aggressive hero like TA. Don't just sit there and farm. I can push a tower. Nope. He goes hunting. He wants to shift the balance in the other lanes.
Yeah, and Burning, Burning, he is the captain of DK here, but of course drafting is a team effort as always. You can see how closely they're sitting together discussing everything here, but getting that Venomancer now is arguably one of the best counter picks to Templar Assassin in the game. Has a lot of damage over time, and that just burns down that refraction very quickly. The Venomous Gale, Poison Sting once it's level 2 or more, and the Ultimate Poison Nova, of course, as well as even the Plague Wards. Every single hit from them will also take a refraction charge, so Venomancer has a lot of abilities to counter down that TA. And what we usually see from teams picking Templar Assassin is they put it solo mid. And if there's one thing that can lock down Templar in mid, it's having a dual lane with Venomancer, because Venomancer just goes on her and doesn't care. He simply just fights her, Gale, Poison Sting, hit, hit, hit. If the other hero they're playing in mid is something that can follow through on the slow, Templar is going to have a horrible time. And we've seen earlier in this tournament how it can really cripple IG that Ferrari gets dual laned against in that mid. So perhaps IG are looking for something different and perhaps saying, okay, we can put our Templar Assassin easy lane because we don't want Ferrari to get crippled on his Templar in the early game.
It's true, but you never want to really take that risk. You still want to run that big, hard carry for Joe, and he's got so many options he still wants to play around with too. So it's really, really hard. Sometimes I think you just got to have confidence in Ferrari and say, do the TA solo mid. We'll try and give you as much support as possible. A support hero just rotating to help you out every now and then. We see Chen as well as Enigma being banned out, so IG actually taking it out themselves.
I think IG want to get the Enchantress, and then they will last pick Tiny.
You think Tiny would be the last one for IG?
Yeah, we've played against this. It's pretty horrible. Templar Assassin, slow traps, vacuum, pulling everybody into avalanche toss. It's something we haven't seen yet, and it's just these two heroes roaming around the map cause complete chaos and really capitalize on any sort of little mistake that happens. Even the Luna ban now coming out for DK. I was about to say, IG, they'll either get Tiny or Luna. I still think it's Tiny they're going for, but the question is, if they go for that Tiny, will they run Enchantress and Tide as supports with a Tiny? It's not really that strong lane. It's double melee, but still has the slow from Gush, the slow from Enchant, the creep, and the stun combo. There's the Enchantress first off, so that's 1 out of 2. We'll see if I get the last one. You owe me a beer. And DK now with the fourth pick. What are they going to go for as the fourth now? They need a core and a support, arguably. And they get this...
That's the offlane. And
yeah, offlane. Yeah, that's the core.
Surprising pickup though when you're going up against the Enchantress slow plus the Tidehunter slow, and your Windrunner, her escape mechanism is speed.
Yeah, it's true. Windrunner's generally better to offlane against stuns because once the stuns run out, you're gone.
Yeah.
But with slows, you will be forced to use your Windrun, and if the slows are long enough, you don't get away. That's why a hero like Venomancer is probably one of the best laners to put against Windrunner, because the slow lasts for so long that it outlasts the Windrun. It keeps sticking on and just allows you to chase through.
Yeah.
But they have the Venomancer on their own team this time. But Templar Assassin's traps could cause a lot of trouble for Windrunner in mid-game.
No, they could, man.
Now IG. Let me see that Stone Boy.
You think it's going to be him? You think it's going to be Tiny? Well,
I really think they're talking about it. I really think they're talking about it.
It's interesting how IG are actually debating this one. Like, you can see DK, they're all huddled up around the monitors right now.
Leshrac.
And they go, Leshrac? Are we going to go...
All right, I wasn't close.
We're going to go Yamato style. This is...
They don't get a hard carry.
Yeah.
No carry, really. Like, Tiny, you could argue whether he's a hard carry or not. I would say he is when you saw how Ehome played it yesterday.
Yeah.
But Leshrac, big semi-carry, can possibly be played as a real carry if you go and play it like Yamate likes to do. Templar Assassin, Ferrari, if he becomes a carry with Templar Assassin, it's because of kills, not a farm, because he wants to make action, and that's what this hero is made for. If you just want to farm, there's better choices. So IG, they are playing all in aggression, and if this one fails for them, I swear this Lone Druid is going to go out of control, because they have no real thing to lock him down. They have Impetus doing good damage. Templar Assassin, it's hard to play Templar against Lone Druid because she needs to go in very, very close. And that means Entangle is always an ability you have nearby. You have the Venomancer slow as well. And Leshrac, he's more of an AoE burst hero than, or burst as well as consistent damage, more than a single target, which is what you usually want to have against Lone Druid, to bring down the Spirit Bear, to bring down the hero. And now the lineups are completed. It's going to be Shadow Shaman as the final pick for DK. They get their pushing as well as support hero last here, and
it's also great from DK. They got a lot of ways to remove the creep wave when it initially comes in, and that's the biggest thing the DK I think are going to need, because you know in the late game, burning on that Lone Druid, he can now carry almost anybody on the field. I say almost anybody. If Ferrari gets a good start, he will get straight through the line points of burning, no matter how big he gets. That bear as well. Ferrari will almost, if he gets what I think he's going to get, it'll be like a 3-4 hit onto that bear.
He's going to do a lot of damage, but yeah, let's run over the lineup. So we've got IG on the Radiant side. Tidehunter will be played by Faith, taking that team fight support. He played an amazing Enigma last game. Can he get the Ravagers on the spot this time? We'll see. We'll find out. IG, Chuan will be playing as the Enchantress. We've got YYF on the Darkseer. Ferrari is on his signature hero, the Templar Assassin, and finally that means Joe gets to play on that Leshrac.
Yeah,
and guys, it's the last game. Who do you want to proceed? Do you want IG to continue in the tournament? Then make some noise.
And for the guys who want DK, who just smoked up and heading down bottom lane, who out there actually wants to see DK represent China in the lower bracket?
Sounds like a majority of DK fans for me.
People love the burn, man. People love the burn. And smoke moved now by DK. So long DD onto the Shadow Shaman. Super again. Third game in a row. Now going up with the Invoker. Zippo onto the Venomancer. Long DD. We already said RTK Windrunner. Gotta love his shackles. We're going to see him again. And, well, And, caps off our last one. Burning is the lone druid, and they haven't found anybody just yet. And they were so close to it. Faith is coming up, and Burning, maybe there is a chance. Look for the Gale. There's got to be some kind of slow, but they're just out of range for that Gale from Zippo. So DK will have to walk back to their lanes now.
Yeah, and surprisingly, they do this smoke gang into the Radiant Woods. You usually try to use this level 1 smoke too. If, in case you don't find a kill, you at least place aggressive wards, block the pulls or whatnot. Long DD didn't place a single ward down here. The question is if IG thinks they did and are going to play according to that, but Chuan will very quickly find out that all his spots are unblocked, so he can do almost whatever he wants right now, and very surprising for me that they don't place a single ward down.
This is now we're seeing the pressure of the middle lane. Exactly why Zippo is here with Super. They've got double range. They've got a way to get down TA's refraction very, very fast, and it forces Ferrari to play very defensively. And this is not what Ferrari wants to have happen, because now he doesn't get as much farm as he wants to. The bottle is delayed, and that really starts to hurt. Long DD, he's going to be trying to keep him YYF off Burning. This is just through the period while the Bear's being used by ROTK to get the farm on the bot lane. So then Windrunner able to get... She hasn't leveled up anything just yet. Wants to say no. Do I need Windrun? Do I need something else? And YYF, man, you're going to be really, really cautious. Shock already can start off. Burning, well, no, he'll be fine. Long DD, in fact, just letting off the shock, and YYF munches on the tree. He's fine. He's got Stout Shield.
Yeah, this is an awesome lane for YYF, actually, until Shadow Shaman reaches level 2, and even then he's feeling pretty confident up here. Lone Druid, early on, not a good hero for forcing somebody away. Has no nukes. He doesn't even have his bear here because he's using it to pull the bottom lane, and IG probably expected that. So Darkseer, just look at YYF. He's playing off lane, and he's playing like it's a normal lane for him. He doesn't care. Long DD.
ROTK's got to be really careful. The gush is already happening, and they know a used power shot, so there's no wind run for ROTK. Lashrak gets a stun by Joe, and the Edict damage. First blood bot lane. IG will spill it. In the meantime, YYF diving on the tier 1 tower on the top lane. Long DD. The Iron Shell's going to burn him down. He's not taking the tower at all. He gets the kill on Shadow Shaman. Surging away. The tower is hit. It's not going to be enough. It is. Just going down. The salve could have saved it.
Yeah, used the salve. He was so close to surviving that.
Joe again. Edict damage. Split Earth stun. He was thinking about it. The hoof's raised.
But ROTK did claim that level 2 now, so will have the wind run. He's going to get level 3 as well. And this is something that I think a lot of people tend to forget about the offlane. Sometimes it's worth dying if you get enough for it. If he was completely locked down in this bottom lane, but him dying allows him to get level 3 or level 4 because the creep wave gets pushed and the equilibrium is completely lost for IG. Perhaps not for a first blood. It's still not a good trade, but it could have been worth it just for a normal death at least. Look at him now. He's getting so much experience right now, ROTK. Now we're going to get up to a level 4 on this offlane, and that's the same as YYF is top lane. Got a kill.
You are a sandwich between Ferrari and Faith. The right click should be enough. Super. What can you do? Cold snap, it won't be enough. Refraction right click. Ty gets the kill. 3 for 1, now going the way of IG. And Ferrari getting that kill mid lane. Venomous disappears, gives him space to fight up against Super, not to mention the extra experience he just got.
Yeah, this is a big, big problem for DK that they're losing this mid lane right now. They invested 2 heroes on trying to lock down Ferrari, and they still managed to get a kill in here on him now. Also see Ferrari, he's not going for the bottle first. He knows he's under pressure, gets those boots, so he can try to escape from that Venomous Gale as well as Cold Snap combo. And, well, right now he's probably going to run out of mana completely. Has 1 clarity left, still 100 gold short of bottle. The next 2 last hits for Ferrari are really important.
Hello, top lane. Shackles now on YYF. Bear no entangle, and he'll just surge himself away.
There's no way they can bring him down right now. YYF is loving this. Being one of the most experienced offlaners in the scene right now, he just knows how far he can pressure it. And here he's just exploiting the fact that the top lane for DK is not really that strong. And even if Venomancer was up here, he would probably still be able to do something because that would just be slow.
ROTK going to get Centaur stomped off, Anchor smashed and crushed. Again, another kill going the way of Faith. That's now 3 for 0 on that Tidehunter.
Yeah, and IG, 1 kill per minute. And man, you've got to say, an early game in which Tide gets 3 kills in 4 minutes, that's very, very good. He gets close to the level 6 so fast. Level 4 in 4 minutes on a support Tide. You can't ask for more.
There is one thing which is working very well for DK though, and that's Burning on the top lane. 22 for 10 for him. Chorn is keeping up at 21, or now 22 for nil, but they are jungle creeps, so not worth as much getting those smaller creeps. Oh, Super. Ferrari just loves to play with him, drop that armor -2 on him, and just right clicks him down and running phase boost for Super. He just wants to try and escape. The second Ferrari initiates, he needs that extra movement. He needs that extra distance between him and Ferrari.
Yeah, and with those face boots up, should be able to put some good pressure together with Venomancer, who is coming in with haste now. Actually, he's going down, wants to find Faith. Windrunner's here as well. This could be an... Oh, nah, they can't really go in on this. There's also Leshrac here. Leshrac always scary to go against in these open areas without creeps.
Oh, super. Ferrari, he's trapped it up. The Tornado is helping him from Sean. Right clicks, another one will do the job. Invis by Super! Managing to invoke the Ghost Walk just in time. Ferrari, he's looking for the lines.
Oh.
He's looking for the lines against Super.
Do you remember that clip where he does it against Broodmother?
I do, I do, man.
It's the best move I've seen in Dota 2, I think. Unbelievable. Ferrari on that TA, you need to be careful. In Invis, you're not safe either, man.
Entangle. They got smoke up. YYF going to get hexed up for the moment. Try and get himself away.
Nice
Wonderful shackle on YYF. Maybe a bear with another entangle. Not going to work. Too far away. And Leshrac picking up the Windrunner in the meantime on the bot lane. Looks like once again Faith and Enchantress helping out for that one.
Yeah, and this is not... I was talking about how it was worth for ROTK to die once to get some experience, but this is not what you want to do. He's died 3 times in 5 minutes on that off lane. Completely unforgivable right now. He needs to be careful. I mean... He can still get his experience. He needs to be patient. And he knows that IG's lane down here is going to destroy him completely. There's an Enchantress, there is a Tide, and he's helped this Tide so much right now by dying 3 times. Faith is getting close to level 6, 6 minutes in on a support Tide Hunter. It's completely unheard of. And ROTK also has his level 5. He's got the experience, if only he hadn't died so much for it.
Like ROTK, he will be able to hold this bottom tower though. IG, they're trying to push it, and that Edict makes it so easy to do so. And the tower's only sitting at 388 of its normal 1,300 points. But they're still taking 3 heroes. Torn, they want to bring it down. We're going to go again, but Venomancer, they're level 2 wards, so not much, but it might be enough. Nice Gale going to get through 2. Power shot as well. Long DD with the Shackle. Might not going to lash here. Zippo on low life. Faith can't finish him off. Now Shackle's on Joe. The tower does take a fall. Enchantress, however, there will be a cost from him. Faith trying to stand his ground. The heal from the Enchantress still sticking there, but what a great split by Joe. Able to hold the Windrunner in position. So it becomes a 1-1 trade, and Hello Super also making his movement towards the bot lane, but it's a little bit too late for his team.
Yeah, didn't have a TP scroll up on this Invoker at this point, 7 minutes in. Might have been really beneficial for them to have a TP to help there when that dive commenced. Porting in there could have made a huge difference, maybe got them 2 kills and perhaps even the deny, but not ready for it. However, there's the X Factor up top. Never forget.
Yup, burning. Simon Cowell will even approve of him. Faith already starting now the deep ward, so they felt like they're being watched.
7-minute Ravage. Oh dear. 4-0 on Faith's side.
It's going to be difficult, man. Look at ROTK now. He's in the middle lane, so looking to combine with Super. Maybe be able to get a kill on Ferrari. He's got to get a line for it, though. And Ferrari's giving him nothing.
Ferrari's even trying to get the top rune. Has those psionic traps on the rune now, so he will see where it spawns.
There's an invis for him.
Oh, whoa.
He's going to go hit Viz, but will it be enough? He hasn't popped the rune yet. Now the Ravage will pop on Super and Londi D. Courier don't go in there. Super trapped up. The trap will slow him down, but once again invoking that Ghost Walk.
Oh, Faith has a sentry ward.
Didn't drop it though.
Maybe they thought, okay, never mind. We couldn't have chased him anyway. He's out of the slow psionic trap.
ROTK trapped again.
But this is looking so good for IG. We were talking about how they didn't have a hard carry. If they keep this up, they won't need it.
Yeah. First hit entangle from Burning. Wants to keep pounding on him. Well, he would love to have that relic by now, but obviously he's not God. He's just Burning. But the rotation's coming top now. IG. We've got smoke up from Faith and Sean, and it's a double troll trap. That second troll is going to keel over in 3 seconds' time.
Super counter warding here together with Zippo, so...
Oh, Ferrari.
But this is the power of Templar Assassin. It doesn't matter where you are in your lane, you will always get that 50% slow off. It's got a long duration as well. It's more than enough time for Enchantress to come in. Even from the front, she can make the gank if they have a sentry ward for Zippo. Sorry, for Super on this.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And Joe is getting good farm as well. He's 36. Burning, the big gun for sure with 52, but the next 4 on the board, all IG.
Yep. And the supporters, like even you look down at Long DD, he's got 2 for 1 right now. I'm pretty sure as far as deaths go, he's not going to be too high on the board too. Yeah, 0 for 2 with 1 assist. It's just horrible for that Shadow Shaman. The fact he's managed to afford boots is a testament. Super now getting trapped up. Ferrari, if that Tornado was right on top of Super, he might have thought about going in just then.
I don't think he's going to dive the tower right now against Venomancer. That's way too scary.
Faith and Joe, they're looking at ROTK. Gush to start with, already going on that wind run, so he will be able to get himself away, but Joe...
He almost catches up, actually. Almost catches up. And yeah, if you look at the Golden XP graph right now, it's really been a consistent lead for IG, and it's growing by the minute. 5k almost on both 10 minutes in, and that's 5k gold with one tower.
Oh, man. Ferrari just bottled double damage rune, and he's walking around inside of Invis. This is going to be pain on whoever he sets his eyes on, and ROTK looks like the main target for him, or anybody that wants to rotate across. 4 heroes from IG doing the job. There's the back in again. One imp, a second one from Chorman do the job, but the ED damage from Lashrak's going to be enough, and then back down towards the tower. They want to get rid of this one. Ferrari will stay on the ground. Tornado will fly up. And he will cop a little bit of damage. Refraction still on cooldown for the moment. There's double TP, triple TP going top lane. Sean, he's the one to start with Burning. Will there be an entangle? Will there be a stun? Ferrari, he can't kill that.
Oh, so good play from Burning here. I think he even...
Long DD. Ferrari, you don't have the damage again. He trapped.
I think Burning actually realized the TP order there, because he realized, all right, it's Chuan first, the next one is Templar, and then comes the Vacuum. So there's no stun for me. I can TP in the middle of the lane, getting out from here. And if I don't TP, they're going to track me down with Enchant as well as Psionic Trap. So big play from him there. And I was about to say, if DK get this top tower, he was worth the death on bottom, but fast response from IG, and now they're just going to turn it against them.
Yeah, tier 1 on the top lane. Fortification will be forced for this one. But they're not going to stop here, and they don't need to stop here. They're already powerful enough. And with the double damage still up Ferrari's sleeve, they can now look at the tier 2 tower if they want to, or obviously pick up the creep wave on the way. But are they going to rotate mid? Yeah, they're coming down. They're looking at Long DD and ROTK.
This is the best thing DK can do. This is a classic counter. 5 heroes pushing one lane, we'll split and push 2.
Yep. Because you got a bear by you, so you can split that way. And ROTK, Sean, got to get that slow. Starts on Long DD. Trap hits on ROTK as well. Long DD is dead. He accepts that fact. And now T1 tower mid for IG.
A little overextension there from DK. They had to know this was happening. Those 5 heroes top, they all go missing. Where can they go? Nowhere else than mid. And Long DD really overstays his welcome right here. And that possibly costs the tower as well. This extra death.
Mysterious
it doesn't look like IG can do it yet. Mysterious Templar Assassin. She is getting ready with that DD. Gets another rune. Ferrari really taking control right now of this middle area.
Double damage plus a regeneration rune.
What are we looking at for Burning? 3.2k. He's almost got a relic at 13 minutes. That's good.
Yep.
It's good for him.
Especially considering he did also buy Tranquil boots. So it wasn't that straight kind of all. It's raw boots and then into the relic. Yeah, that radiance up very, very quickly. But still 15 minutes should be quick enough for him. Ferrari just one hitting all the Plague Lords. What level are those from Zippo? Still only level 2 from him. He's level 4 in total. 1 for the Kettle, 1 for the Sting, 2 for the Wards.
Level 4 support 13 minutes in against Templar is always painful.
Food.
The moment Ferrari gets up that Blink Dagger, he can like almost 3-shot Zippo if it wasn't for the fact that he's got
Ferrari looks for the trap, gets it on Super. EMP Tornado's going to hit pretty hard. And Refraction, well, may not do the damage. It still burns the mana away from Ferrari.
They're just going to wall up with these wards. Zippo now level 5, gets the level 3 Plague Wards. This is going to be a very hard push for IG, I think, unless they get the angle right. Oh, YWF in an excellent position right now to get the Vacuum. They want them to come in and try to defend, then get that Vacuum. Are DK going to fall for it? Trap, just holding Super away for the moment. I think they're going to let it go.
Yeah, they've got to. The positioning from IG, they're showing them that they're coming up through the trees. They're showing them through the rear as well, making it so DK thinks if they try and defend this tier 1 tower, they're going to be attacked from 3 sides. And that's exactly what they don't want to have happen, because that's when they lose their entire team.
Yeah, and at the same time, Burning tried to push down this top tier 1, but again, good response from IG. Looks like they've really got their timing nailed down in this game. They get the towers, they defend their own. They've lost 1 tower for 3 at this moment, 7 kills ahead as well. And surprisingly enough, when you look at the graphs, it's not really
we're coming
a game.
in middle lane. Sean's going to get one slow. They'll look at Zippo or Long DD. Long DD, he's going to be trapped, as well as Gush. Ferrari, he will get hexed for the moment. The Ravage will pop. Only hits there on the Shadow Shaman. Back pull Super back in again. What an EMP Tornado. Going to go over 4 of the heroes. Ferrari again with another trap. Slowing down Super. Faith, Arcane Boost up in 4 seconds. Wonderful shackle again by ROTK. His Windrunner is absolutely superb. And now he wants to actually play with Ferrari. Push him back. Refraction is down. but there's no follow through to help him.
Yeah, big play from Super here, and this is what DK need to do. But again, I've got to say, Long DD, he's really having a rough game right now. He's got 4 deaths to his name now, 6 CS on that Shadow Shaman, also level 5. They're so massively out-leveled on the supports on the Dire side. Zippo and Long DD both level 5. On IG, Faith and Chuan both level 7. And it's a big problem for DK right now that they don't have the Masked Serpent wards for Long DD.
YYF,
He keeps being the
he's going to
target.
surge himself, going to see if he can get himself a back with Zippo and ROTK. It's just going to be Zippo for now. Again, EMP Tornado. It's already at the death of the Venomancer. And IG able to run away in time not to get too much of a burn. And once again, mana boots keep them up and running. Ferrari also, that Blink Dagger is flying in on the courier for him. And DK, they're going to be ready for that one, but Ferrari might try and keep it a secret for now. With a tier 2 tower, YYF again gets the back, pulling ROTK in. There's another trap, eating damage from Joe. It will be enough. Anchor Smash from Thailander finishes the job. So DK, they're losing heroes, they're losing towers, and they're losing control. One thing they do have is 105 CS on Burning. He's trying to bring to the bottom tower. He will TP out with a TP of Ferrari. So Ferrari will defend the bot, but DK, man, I wouldn't like to look at this, but yeah, 7k worth of gold, 7k worth of experience. Everything's going the way of IG right now.
But it's still possible to overcome for DK. Once they get this Radiance and they might be able to start fighting. I mean, so far in this game, all the deaths they have, it's just under impossible circumstances. I want to say Super's been playing an amazing game with his Invoker, hasn't died, has been throwing countless good Tornado EMPs to try and save his allies at the right place at the right time. Doesn't have so much farm in the mid, but he hasn't really been able to because he's had to move around a lot to try and help out, while Burning has he's been the big farmer in all that time on that lone druid. Will have the Radiance now, 16 minutes in on a massively losing team. That is a way of making a comeback. The problem for them right now is the big item up on Faith. 16 minutes Blink Dagger, Arcane Boots on a support tide? Really?
He's 6-0.
Really?
I'm wondering if IG were purposefully allowing him to get all these last hits so they could rush that Blink Dagger up. 5 seconds on Ravage, and their mid lane is going to be a pit of death. Because Ferrari will go into, look at Faith, already positioned, there's the back end. Now the Ravage combo, ROTK eating damage, Lashrak's done, Invoker's already dead. And now ROTK also slowed up. Anchor Smash will finish the job, but no Enchantress with the Imp. Does the job, 2 down now for DK. Meg Charge will pop for IG, and they will take the tier 2 tower. Long DD, all he can do is just sit there and watch.
And it seems to be the same story over and over in this. It's DK being caught out. Burning gets to farm, but everybody else loses out. Now they go again!
Back pulling him in, Faith blinks in, Anchor Smash, and Ferrari right clicks him down, eating damage. Long DD is also out. This might not just be a couple of kills. They might even push in 17 minutes.
Looking very, very good right now.
Oh,
Smart
no,
play from IG. Fake that they're done. Completely taking Burning by surprise there.
They go and Roche. Ferrari already prepping himself.
And this one should fall as well. And Joe, with that early Bloodstone on Lashrak with already 10 charges up.
DK, they're checking it.
Yeah, they're letting it go for now. They
know
they don't have the
he's
time.
happy. Surge me up, give me a vac, give me a wall. Nope, no one's still there, but they're prepping it. They thought DK might try and go again.
Yeah, and they want them to. I mean, they're so much stronger right now that I don't think DK can take a fight spot on. It's almost impossible for them to land everything correctly. So IG, if they have their abilities up, perhaps even without a Ravage, should they get a good vacuum into a splitter, the fight is over as well. DK's supports are so poor that they die in one blast from this Lashrak and a TA combo. Just one hit from each and they're done. Burning. He has the Radiance on the bear, that's good, but it's consistent damage, it's not burst, so the fight needs to go long. And how do DK go into a long fight like this?
Well, I don't know, man, but I know what they're trying to do right now. They're going to try and push down the middle lane. Burning popping up into ultimate form. They want this tier 1, they want this tier 2. They almost want to force IG to fight while Ravage is down, or at least try and make an impact while Ravage is down.
Shadow Shaman level 6
nice
at
trap.
18 minutes.
ROTK.
Here we go, DK.
Yeah. Look for the blinks. There's still no
They
Ravage
have to retreat, they can't do this. They need to find some more farm and some more levels. I mean, Burning's got good farm, but again, the big fall for DK right now is just their support is so poor that they can't really have an impact in these fights right now.
Yeah.
So, what I want to say is DK get one good fight, their support will get a massive surge in levels because they're so under-leveled that the kills they get give a ton of experience for them. And that's full levels we're talking if they win a fight. It's a lot of levels for Zippo as well as Long DD, and they need them. So, just if they can get trades now, like 2 kills for 2 kills, it's a massive gain for DK. That's what they need to look for.
Yep. Man, I wonder if YYF is going to pick up that Blink Dagger. He's getting pretty close for the cash road. Does he try and get that hood for his team? Sean at this point is not going to go any kind of restoration items. He's rushing up the Aghanim Scepter. I say rushing. He's slowly progressing towards the Aghanim Scepter. Joe with 10 charges in his Bloodstone. It's...
What's he got flying out as well? He's got Boots of Travel.
BTs. A recipe for that one. Bear already getting a little bit of extra damage. I think Burning wants this to happen. He's got 2 seconds now. The trap. Ferrari, look at the right click down that Bear. Forces the resummon. Now Burning. He might have to transfer that Radiance over, which is not what he wants to do. He wants that Bear on the front lines and not himself.
Yeah, and the problem of Ferrari already. With Dagger, Crystallis.
Look for the crit, man. Look for the crit. And now it pops the double damage. This is going to be trap on RTK.
Is he going in?
Look for the blink. He's already go on the Bear. That gem has dropped down. Long DD is going to pick that one up. Nice shackle holding Joe in place. Sean keeping alive with his heal. And here's the blink. Ravage back. And Edict is melding over the DK side. The Bear goes down too. The Radiance is gone. Long DD trapped up. Again the Surge getting Faith in range. And Long DD nukes down. 3 heroes lost for DK.
Now the tier 2 tower, and maybe even more, will fall. Burning 70 seconds on the Bear with the Radiance on it.
Oh man.
And IG can do whatever they want. They can try to push, they can take Roshan for free. This is their game now. It's getting out of hand.
They're heading down to Rosh. Security for IG. If they take this third game, they get themselves into the lower bracket final to face up against the loser of Na'Vi versus LGD, which of course is the next best of 3 scheduled for the main stage. Man, this is just IG playing beautifully. 14k worth of gold advantage, 15k on the experience. They're just executing absolutely perfectly everything they need. This isn't like IG. I still don't know what happened to them in the first game, man. I don't know what happened to them in the first game. It was unusual. But DK, they played very, very well. I'm not counting them out just yet because it's not over till the Fat Lady is singing. But DK, it's looking pretty bleak for them.
It's really not looking good. Especially tied with that double true sight. He will see everything with his 2 gems, I swear.
One for each eye, man. YYF. Now, okay, so IG, their selected battlefield, it's going to be the top lane. Push through, keep the jungle farming up, and then just jump yourselves in. Moss being flown out. Okay, now they're splitting up. They're splitting up the gem. You can take one. Joe, do you want one too? You got an empty slot. And Ferrari, maybe he's just like, can I have my Daedalus before we finish this? Or...
Well, he's actually getting close to it. That's the scary part. We're 1k away from a Daedalus at 22 minutes in with Link and
If he
Phase.
sold the TP scroll right now, he could buy up the Demon Edge.
This is really a show of a game plan that failed for DK, unfortunately for them. The mid lane, especially, they did what they could to lock down Ferrari, and he's been a complete beast, even though they put 2 heroes there. That one mistake from Venomancer, the overextension where Tide got the kill, really gave Ferrari all he needed in the lane. It was that one mistake it took to make Ferrari feel comfortable mid and start playing his game. And he's just setting up everything for his team. He's been part out of 7 kills only, actually the lowest kill attendance on his team, but the traps are really giving everything they need in these fights. And just the fact that he's always a threat on the map is putting a lot of pressure on DK.
IG, they really can't make a decision on where they want to go in. They've got everything up. Ravage is up. Darkseer's wall is up. Is it just key items they're waiting for before they want to have a crack, or is it just DK coming out of the base they're waiting for? IG, they can be very, very patient. They know DK have the ability. If IG is even slightly out of position and they enter the base, we're kind of going to remember, it's only 23 minutes into the game, and we're talking about IG entering the base up against a team like DK. And you got an Invoker, EMP, Tornado possibility. You got wards, you have Zippo who's going to have preparation. You're going to have Shackles, you're going to have Burning who's also, you got Entangle from that, you're going to have Radiance from that too. Pushing in from IG, it's not that easy. It's not that easy. They need these key items, they need that pipe up and running.
Oh, there's one problem for DK. They can't go outside their base.
Yes.
There's one ward on each lane. This is a textbook play by IG on how you dominate the map when you've taken the towers. Towers down, ward everywhere, farm the whole map. They're camping DK woods. And that means they can have 30 minutes of free farm against DK. They can be like, all right, Burning, you can farm in your base. We'll farm everything else and get super fat on all our heroes. And then we don't care if you have a Kiras, if you have your MKB on your Bear, whatever you get. We have the same, but on more heroes. And we will beat you because your supports will be worse zilch when we get to 50 minutes inside this game.
Here's Daedalus time.
So, I mean, right now, this game right now, the only way IG can really lose is if they go in prematurely. If they just stay and farm up and take control of the map, I don't see... The only chance DK have at that point is to smoke outside the base and try to find the ganks, because they're not finding ganks without smoke, because there's wards everywhere. So, it's IG's game to lose right now.
That it is, man. That it is.
Nice
Already
damage.
nice hits. Wonderful trap on RTK. Blink into that one. You got yourself an easy kill on RTK.
Oh,
the Meg
this
will
is what
pop, and
does need to
Joe,
happen.
he is getting cold snapped up. It won't be enough. There goes the back. Still no kill. Faith goes up, but cannot get a Ravage. And Joe's going to go down. Burning with the bear is burning him off. And Templar Assassin in the meantime does pick up the Shadow Shaman. Back towards that mid lane. Keep your eyes on Ferrari and who he wants to initiate on. Zippo.
Joe instantly back and TPing in. He didn't even rebuy for that. It's just a 10 charge Bloodstone.
There goes the pipe, trap up on Burning. TP trying to get back towards the front lines as ROTK maybe wanting to latch up a shackle, but IG, pipe is down, back, pulling him in. There goes the pulse as well as the edict, not enough, nice split earth, but
Joe
still.
really needs to be careful.
He doesn't want to die again, then he'll lose all of those charges.
I could probably rebuy and then TP in once more, actually, but...
That's why it's true. Ferrari.
Not really interested in doing that.
Thinking about the bear. Starts with a 6-8-2 crit on the bear. Hexed up there by Long DD. Again, another trap. Burning. He's got to resummon on that bear, so he's actually quite happy with that.
There's just so many Plague Wards. Zippo will run out of mana from placing 20 mana Plague Wards. He's holding the line.
That's what counts, man. That's what counts.
That is what counts.
He probably spent his 800 gold on something. It's like, give me a bracer, give me a magic wand.
He wants Arcane Boots more than anything so he can keep doing this.
Yeah.
Maybe he should get a Soul Ring. It's not really that effective with a 5-second cooldown on the Plague Wards, but it's better than nothing, man. Oh, he's got the gold. Like, is he going to buy it? Oh, he buys a magic wand. Okay. Double bracer for Long DD. This is a good example of what you need to do as a support if you're completely out of the game. If you're destroyed, just tank up a bit so it's not a complete free kill.
Yeah.
The enemy needs to commit a little bit on you, and that extra second can make a lot of difference.
DK going to see if they can find an opening.
This is what they have to do. They know this is out of control. They're getting out-farmed. Try to find something. There's a drawing line. YYF wants to...
Sachi, can we push mid?
He wants to go mid and then take a little bit of a swing. And then go for the base.
And IG, are they grouping up as well? Do we have smoke up on these boys? Yeah, Enchantress has smoke. They're going down a long, long way. So smoke by IG. And DK is like, well, I'm pretty sure they would have been next to our secret shop. They're not there. Well, we can hide ourselves inside our base. Smoke is about to wear off. And do they have a second round of smoke? No, they do not.
Burning. Trying to farm whatever he can with his bear on the side. Of course, with that Radiance, it's a very unique kind of hero. This Lone Druid with the Radiance on the bear can actually farm without being on the lane. Only gets the gold, not the experience, but it's still... It's his only source of income right now. It at least allows them to split push somewhat. And not be completely locked in this. The pipe, they're going to go now, YYF.
Yeah, look for the trapping. Hits on ROTK. The tower is what they want. That's exactly what Ferrari is focusing on. Couple of riot clicks, no fortification for this one. Nice EMP. Going to force IG back a little bit. But only force them back. They've still got this mana boost to pop off. And they didn't really burn too much from them.
The tower falls the next time. There's no glyph for DK now.
Yep.
2 minutes on that cooldown. They're not going to get it up in time, I'm afraid. And IG, they're going to push in. Now, they even have the Aegis on 4-3-0. We didn't even talk about that yet.
Long DD starts with a shock. Wonderful back into the Ravage. 3 heroes hit. Long DD, he will go down as well. ROTK slowed down. Imps to fly. And he should. No, he's still going to stay alive on the back end of play. And Joe actually got me a lot of damage. Shackled up as well. The bear trying to do the job. Entangle up on him. But Templar Assassin is destroying the rest of the team. Burning, the only one to live for DK. The mid-racks will go down. They will get rid of these boards. Lashrak dive for IG, and GG is the call. IG will stay in. And DK, the second Chinese team to now be removed from the international. But don't worry if you are a Chinese fan, there are another 2 left. Sitting in there with the Ukrainian Na'Vi. Of course, they come up next, but man, you got to say, IG, first game, you gotta be scared about that. When you lose the first game, then you got the second and third game. You're down 1 game in this first final, the semi-final of the lower bracket. There's so much pressure on you, but they stuck through it. They're congratulating these boys because these guys got to know each other so damn well. They face up against each other so much as well. But man, IG, they'll take a well-deserved break. Of course, LGD Na'Vi gets to be our next one. But in the meantime, let's jump it back over to Bruno, who, well, he might say 100% chance that he'll answer this call. Over to the panel.
All right, then welcome back to the analyst desk. And as you know and have seen, IG are the winner of this lower bracket semi-finals. They will wait in the lower bracket finals, and of course they'll be playing the loser of Na'Vi versus LGD that will be coming up next. But guys, let's talk about the final match, game 3.
Yeah, that was actually the third elimination. I think Tong Fu was also eliminated during the tournament. But yeah, this game was really pretty fantastic from the IG point of view. I mean, obviously, if you look at the DK side, it's not quite as entertaining as it was. I don't know. Bruno mentioned about the Darkseer being a potential pick for YYF. I thought there was literally no way that they were not going to let that go through the ban phase, but they did.
He's 8-2 right now with the hero, so he's pretty good, isn't he? That's why it's his trademark hero. You normally pick a trademark hero that you're good with. But it's not only that. I mean, they left TA for Templar Assassin, for Ferrari, and he's now 7-0 in this tournament. No, all time with Templar Assassin. So it's kind of like a mistake in the pick and ban phase. Maybe they didn't listen to me. That was their mistake.
Well, I mean, picks and bans here for DK. I mean, they went for what's been working for them. They had the super on that solo mid Invoker. He's been playing it throughout the tournament. They had ROTK playing that offlane win runner. He really struggled. And I think it came down to IG going with something different, not picking a hard carry. They ran the carryless Shrek. Semi-carryless Shrek.
Yeah, I mean, we always talk about DK being a singular identity team. They really like to run the same thing over and over. They really like to get one strong carry for burning, and then they play a lot of other things similar to Invoker or Windrunner, as we saw again here. And they really like to dominate the map while burning is allowed to play. Basically, they're playing 4v5, and then burning shows up there towards the end and just kind of dominates it. But unfortunately, this time, it didn't quite work out for him.
Yeah, and of course, as you mentioned, ROTK did have a really tough time. But of course, one of the key players here is definitely Faith. Enigma last game played a great Tidehunter here as well. And actually, that's where we're going next with an interview with Faith.
好，各位观众朋友们，大家好，我是精灵。首先恭喜一下 IG 战队在先失一局的情况下，连翻2把，赢得了非常非常漂亮的这个最终胜利。那么目前站在我身边的呢，也是来自于 IG 战队的 Face 啊 ，Face 你好。
大家好，我是 IG 战队的 Face。
那 Face 能给我们来简单评述一下你们第2场、第3场赢的一些关键地点，或者说敌方失利的原因吗？
第2盘的话，这2盘呢我们都选了2个大控吧，然后团战他们都打不过我们，线上如果他们没处理好的话，就很难打。
好了，那么第3场的话，也是有很多观众想要询问啊。就周的话也是一改常态，之前虽然说看到过周神使用死灵法师这样的法系英雄，但是用老路的次数还是非常少的。当时是怎样决定的呢？在比较关键的一场比赛中这样使用。
老路的话，我们训练的时候也用过，然后C 的话都被办光了，看阵容配体系的话，就是老路最好了。
那也是有一点冒险的一个做法啊，但不管怎么说，也是取得了比赛的胜利。那再次恭喜一下 Face， 也是希望在之后的比赛中能够好好调整好啊，迎接接下来的对手。谢谢。Back to James.
Thank you there, Anderson. An interview with Faith from IG that will, of course, still be in the tournament. Guaranteed top 3 can still win IG from here. They can take out the loser of the winner bracket finals and then move on to the grand finals. Now, he did actually mention one of his teammates that ended up playing the Shrek later. I hope I say his name correctly. Zhao? Zhou.
Either or. I feel like all 4 of us will say it somewhat different. So
yeah, and it mentioned he was able to play really well and aggressive heroes.
Yeah, I think this is a really strong pick. I mean, by having the Leshrac on the bottom as opposed to a traditional carry, it allowed them to really get a lot of kills on the Windrunner in that mid game or in that early game because he has a stun. Most carries aren't going to really have a stun, but Leshrac getting a lot of farm is actually very powerful. I mean, it's good against heroes like Syllabear because Syllabear, the typical problem you have with a lone druid is, oh, okay, well he's got all the items on the bear, but you want to actually kill the hero itself. So which one do you focus? with Leshrac, it's very natural. He's just going to hit everything in a giant AoE. So if the bear gets low enough and it becomes a problem, the team can kill it. If the Syllabear, if the Lone Druid himself gets low enough, you just assassinate him, and then you remove the bear from the battle as well.
Yeah, right. And of course, we can check out some of the highlights from game number 3. All the focus, of course, is going to be on IG here, as they were just so dominant. It was almost 2 kills for DK the whole time, and just until the end.
Yeah, Faith right now, I mean, he's just in the front lines. He's being involved. He's had a fantastic series here throughout this tournament. He's really been soaking up the pressure for IG, creating space for the carries to actually deal some damage there. We see Templar Assassin at this point going for that first item Daedalus. I mean, that just really sums up how much of a lead they did have.
It's just a really strong combo with Darkseer. I mean, obviously, Darkseer sets up a lot of great combos. There's a Leshrac in this team, so you can set up big splitters. There's a Tide Hunter. Obviously, Ravage is going to hit everything anyway, but an Anchor Smash is a really powerful skill, and if you pull everything of anybody into a big Ravage and then an Anchor Smash, that does enough damage to honestly kill anybody. But more subtly, you can pull people in, and Templar Assassin splash damage in a vacuum situation will kill so many heroes. And on top of that, you can Ion Shell him. She can jump in, go meld. Like, it's really a very powerful ability.
Yeah, Ferrari's playing great today. He's really, really doing good.
He had a rough day yesterday, but he looked really strong this morning.
Yeah, no, I have to agree there. And I think a lot of it did come down to, I mean, we mentioned the draft a bit earlier on. I think DK, they never really stood a chance of getting into this game with those 2 squishy support heroes, which basically became food for Ferrari.
All right, then, yeah, so, of course, we can take a look at the brackets and see exactly what's coming up next. Not many matches left today, but of course they are going to be important, and you can see IG there are going to be waiting. That is the lower bracket finals. They will wait for Na'Vi to go up versus LGD. If Na'Vi drop down, it's going to be a rematch. That game went 2-1 in favor of Na'Vi, but IG, they mentioned in the interview with Anderson that they've been having a lot of meetings, making sure they're prepared, and really look strong today, despite the first game.
Yeah, whenever I see them talking, Chuan really gets fired up, looks to motivate his team. I remember seeing after their first game lost to Na'Vi, the second game lost Na'Vi, they won the first game very convincing. After game 2, he had a big sort of fire-up talk with his team.
Yeah, Chuan's a pretty incredible player. I agree. There's another giant fell by the wayside here as DK goes down.
Yep. Yeah, it is. It's DK will finish 4th, but the guys waiting and guaranteed a 3rd place finish. One of them will move on to the winner bracket finals. Are LGD versus Na'Vi. This is coming up next. It's going to be a best of 3. LGD still haven't lost a game.
23-0, baby. It's coming.
Yeah, and a lot of the Europeans and American teams actually said to me off camera that they're really excited that Na'Vi are in the finals to play LGD because they think they're the team that can kind of counter, come up with these crazy strats, with these excellent plays, and potentially, who knows, make it all the way to the grand final. So, but we'll find out, because when we're going to go to a quick little break, but when we come back, we're going into the winner bracket finals. I'm completely losing all my words. I've been talking so long for the last 3 days. So I'm going to let Bruno do the outro. Cameraman over there. Go on, Bruno.
Okay, so now we see the highlights of the next match coming out, Na'Vi LGD.
Brilliant. Let's go. Show opener.
Oh.